All right, good morning and welcome back to your Delta News on Fox. I have some special guests in the house with us this morning. We have Will Coppage from the Washington County Economic Alliance, the first and last time saying the full, the executive director. And then we have Greenville Technical Center director with us. How you doing, Ms. Jones, this morning?
How you doing, Faye?
Good. I want to tell you, thank you all for taking out the time to come on this morning. We're grateful to have you all. So let's talk a little bit what we're here for. We're talking about the GTC and the WCEA partnership.
Yep.
So tell me a little bit about that partnership and how did it kind of come about a little bit? Because it's the second year.
Yes, second year of the partnership. You know, really it was just Ms. Jones invited us to the table, and it was something that we've been wanting to do for a while because workforce is #1 priority here in the community. And we had a seat at the table. We discussed ways to implement workforce training in the community because we heard the employers and industry needs, and through that we were able to implement our manufacturing class that's already been successful with adults in the community, and through that, as you said, this is our second year, and it's been going great. And through that partnership is just we get to collaborate and see ways for it can grow and go in different directions, and that's really, I think, why we're here today. Is just spreading the good word and the good news, and just wanting to let people know that there are great things happening.
Exactly.
Yes. That's so important. Now for you, Ms. Jones, I have to ask you, I know for you, you see your students every day. How important is it to be able to have them know that something like the Washington County Economic Alliance is here for them and something they can do kind of in-house? How is it important for you to tell your students, you know, you could stay here and work and prosper?
Exactly. It's very important that we have that for our students because we want them to stay here in Washington County, but we want them to also know what Washington County has to offer. So to have the businesses such as Mars Food Incorporated and USG to come and partner also with the Economic Alliance with this manufacturing course is exactly what Career Tech is about, is making sure that we are keeping abreast of what is new and great in every industry that we have just out in the world, but also here in Washington County too.
All right, I totally agree. So tell me a little bit about that manufacturing then. What all does that do? If I'm a student, I know I'm a little older than the students, but just pretend I'm a student.
well, you know, also with manufacturing now, it's more than just what we think of low skill that it used to be, kind of worker bees. It is high skill. It is learning lean manufacturing, OSHA. It is learning how to use computer-based skills, so it's everything, and I think we're going to see some robotic demonstration later on. So we're training them real skills for high skill manufacturing, advanced skill manufacturing, and you know, a great example is, you know, we just landed New Farm here. New Farm uses the manufacturing programs class, and so when these students graduate, they have a pipeline right to work with them, and so the partnerships that you just discussed, like with USG and Mars and New Farm, you know, there's also partners such as Community Foundation of Washington County and the King Salter Circle and Sons. They're #2 grant cycle. Without them, they were the funding mechanism to help us find the dollars to help fund for our faculty for this program. I mean, it was just tremendous. So this really is a community partnership because it's a community need, a community partnership, and everybody is rising to the challenge here.
Yes, because we definitely want to keep our students here locally and get them prospering. You know, we have colleges here, and now they know they have this work program. So, and in terms of the students, whenever they register for the program, what's one of the first things that they kind of learn before they get those steps? Well, let me ask you this. Let me be more specific. So what are the steps? Like, is it like they enter as a freshman? Like, how does that?
Most of our students that come to the Greenville Technical Center are going to be sophomores. The maturity level is just a little bit higher for that. #1 for us is just like in the industry, is safety. They're going to learn safety procedures a whole lot before they even enter any shop or anything of that nature, because that is the #1 thing if you go into the manufacturing industry right now. Typically, we're going to look at discipline, and we're going to look at attendance, because our employees, are saying that, you know, those soft skills that we're asking for are very important. So we're pushing those employability skills, such as shaking a hand, having small talk, wearing your ID, dressing appropriately.
Yes.
So those are, even though you may not think it's a part of the manufacturing courses, but for all the courses at the GTC, it's something that we push because employees are saying, hey, this is really important as well. I want them to program their robot, but I want them here on time too.
Yes. I say, when you go to interview, a good attitude will get you hired, and then a bad attitude will get you fired.
Exactly.
That's true. That's very true. Now, I do agree with that. And recently, yesterday, I actually got a chance to go to Greenville Public School. They had something with their superintendent, and GTC catered that. They were part of that.
Well, we were part of the catering process. Garfield is one of our donors. We're the main caterers. But the GTC culinary program was a part of that to do that as well. Also, we'll do a little plug. Our advisory meeting is on November the 12th. It is for any of the industry here in Washington County that would like to come out and see the programs we have, and also what can they do to help partner as well. And really the partnering is nothing but conversation. What are the new technologies, procedures, or certifications that are needed so that we can make sure that the students that we leave from the GTC are ready to enter into their workforce at a very young age.
I totally agree. Oh, go ahead.
I just wanted to echo what Ms. Jones said. You know, we've been in collaboration for about the past 4 years now, and it's just amazing to see what she's done at her facility, and that's been the gap that we would discuss for the longest time, is getting more employers and industry engaged. So I definitely encourage folks to come out on the 12th, and if they can't, just reach out to me or reach out to Ms. Jones directly. But we can fill that gap if we have more employers engaged, and we're looking to try to do more apprenticeships. We want more career classrooms. We want more students working, you know, starting their senior year, to again show them those careers are here locally, and they can stay here working strong.
Yes, and that's what it's all about. Again, thank you so much, Ms. Jonah Will. Now, don't go anywhere, because we actually have more at Greenville Technical Center. We have some special students in the house, and they're going to show me some cool things. I think I saw some robots there. I might have to call Clay over. He likes that kind of stuff. So we have all of that coming up. Be sure to stay tuned to your Delta News on Fox. Thank you all again for coming.
Thank you.